I killed my teacher and 4 students in class, with the purpose of becoming famous and seeking revenge for the bullying I had endured. I created an event that changed history and sparked curiosity worldwide. I am Andrew Gold, born on May 25, 1986, in Jonesboro, United States. I have always been an insecure boy due to my family's alienation. I saw classmates becoming famous, and it fascinated me. So, driven by a strange curiosity, I sought a way to create a buzz with my friend Michelle Johnson on March 24, 1998. The first step was to steal my father's gun from his closet. Once that was done, adrenaline rushed through our veins as we had a foolproof plan: trigger the fire alarm and evacuate everyone from the school to have an easier time shooting them. We created panic, which was all we wanted to see and hear. We were in control of the situation, controlling the lives and deaths of others in an act that defied all logic. As a result, 4 students did not survive, and my teacher fell to my bullets. The media couldn't stop talking about us, trying to understand what could have driven us to commit such an act. We were the stars, the kids everyone feared, and as minors, they couldn't even sentence us to life imprisonment.
I fed my child the corpse of my husband. Hello, my name is Catherine Mary Knight. I was born on October 24, 1955, in Australia. I was the result of an illicit relationship between my mother, Barbara Ruffin, and my father, Ken Knight. My father was a violent alcoholic who abused my mother. I was subjected to attacks by some family members until I was 11 years old. At school, I was notorious for being a bully. I was never taught to read or write, and at the age of 16, I started working at an abattoir, where I would disembowel animals. It was my dream job. I even hung my first set of butchering knives above my bed. In 1974, I married David Kellett, a violent alcoholic. We had a tumultuous marriage for 10 years. I tried to strangle him, and when I found out he was having an affair, I attempted to kill our 2-month-old daughter by placing her on train tracks. Unfortunately, the train never arrived. After being diagnosed with postpartum depression, I spent several months in a psychiatric hospital, where I told a nurse that I planned to kill my husband so he would never leave me. When David Kellett left me, I met David Saunders. He moved in with me and my 2 daughters. But I couldn't accept his previous relationships and started showing him what I was capable of by cutting the throat of his dog. We stayed together and even had a daughter, but he left me when I tried to kill him with a pair of scissors. Afterward, I met John Chillingworth, with whom I had my first son, and we lived together for 3 years. He left me when he discovered I was having an affair with John Charles Thomas Price. In 1995, I moved in with John Price and his 2 older sons, who all loved me. He used to work as a miner and made enough money. But when I proposed marriage to him and he refused, I couldn't handle it. I falsely accused him of theft at work, leading to his dismissal. He kicked me out of his house, but we continued to see each other. On the night of February 29, 2000, while he was sleeping, I took a butcher knife from beside the bed and stabbed him 37 times. He tried to fight back but failed. I then dragged his body downstairs and hung it on a meat hook in the living room. I used pieces of his flesh to make a meal I wanted his children to eat. I returned to bed, took pills, and passed out. The next morning, a co-worker of his sent the police, and they discovered a horrifying crime scene with his head in a cooking pot and plates bearing the names of his children. I became the first woman in Australian history to receive a life sentence without the possibility of parole. Fortunately, I have never met any of you.